Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to see the CSF rhinorrhea. First of all, we will see the what is the CSF rhinorrhea, and since it is the CSF, so examiner can ask everything about the CSF. Okay, so you should be thorough with the physiology of the cerebrospinal fluid. We will see the physiology. We will see the overview about the physiology. After that, etiology. Okay, how it can be occurs and the site of leakage from where it can be leakage, diagnosis, investigations, and the treatment. Okay, so starting with the CNS rhinorrhea. What is the CNS rhinorrhea? First thing is the what is the CNS rhinorrhea? It is a leakage of CSF, leakage of CSF from the cranial cavity into the nasal cavity. Okay, so it is nothing. It is the leakage. It is the leakage of CSF into the nasal cavity. Nasal cavity. Okay, that is the CSF rhinorrhea. Okay, now how it occurs? What is the etiology? Okay, so first of all we are going to see the etiology, right? So what is the etiology? What is the etiology? Okay. Now, in the normal persons, everything is fine, right? There is no CSF leakage. But how a person is getting this CSF leakage due to any trauma? Due to any trauma. Okay, first thing is the trauma. In the trauma, it can be the it may be like road traffic accidents, right? So in that, what happening? There is some. I will tell you from where it's leakage. Okay, so in the trauma conditions and the trauma in the it can be a road traffic accident. Okay, and second thing is the surgical trauma. Surgical trauma. Okay, so first thing is the trauma. Second thing is the what? If there is some congenital disorder. Okay, so there is some congenital disorder. Congenital disorder. Can you tell me the some congenital disorder which causes CSF rhinorrhea? One thing is the meningocele. Meningocele. Second thing is the meningo and cephalosis. And one thing is that is the gliomas. Can you tell me the what is the meningocele? What is the meningo and cephalosis? And what is the gliomas? How these things is causing this CSF rhinorrhea? You should have one idea. See, meningocele. You see here one thing. This is our nasal part, right? It's going like this and this. Am I right? Here is our palate. Am I right? So this is what? Here is only. If you are thinking this is the lateral wall, or for example, lateral wall of the. Okay. So what happening here? This part is the roof, like, okay. So if any problem here, meningocele or meningo and cephalosis, what this? What is this? Here is what? Here is the dura mater, pia mater, arachnoids and everything, brain tissue and here. Okay. Prolapse of, one thing remember, prolapse of meninges along with brain tissue, that is called meningo and cephalosis, right? What is the meningocele? Means prolapse of the meninges into the nasal cavity, that is called meningocele, right? So this is the difference. Here is only meninges and here is the meninges along with brain tissue, right? And what is the difference between this meningocele and the gliomas? Okay, which one is the if a baby is crying, okay, which is swelling will be in this two. One is the swelling will be reducible, okay, swelling. And second thing is that if baby is crying, okay, it's if baby is crying, then it's increasing. That is in the meningo end of cells, because it is connected with this cranial cavity. But in gliomas, what happening? It is not connected with the cranial cavity. Okay, it will be blocked after immediate after the birth. Okay, we will cover these three topics in one different lectures. But I want to tell you one thing, that meningocele and meningo and cephalosis gliomas, what it doing? It is prolapsing. See, here is prolapse part, right? So if there is any defect in this bone, okay, cranial in the base of the skull. If there is any problem, this will prolapse. Okay, so since there is pathway, okay, so CSF also can leakage. So some congenital disorders, this can be caused with CSF rhynorrhea. Okay, if there is any inflammations, third thing is if there is any inflammations, okay, in the sinus, so it can be leaked. Okay, one is the and last is the it can be idiopathics, right? Osteomyelitis can also cause this CSF rhinorrhea. So these are the etiology. Okay. Now we have to this all are the etiology. Now I want to tell you about some things about CSF. Okay, CSF some things you have to remember. So only I can tell you the exact treatment, how we have to treatment. Okay, how we have to give the treatment and all. So this is the etiology. Okay, site of leakage I will tell you. Okay, so before that I want to cover this CSF. So here CSF. Can you tell me where it's formed? I hope you know physiology very well. Okay, so there is in the brain there is ventricles, right? Lateral ventricles, third ventricle, fourth ventricle. Okay, so it's formed in this. Okay, so there is one plexus that is called choroidal plexus. Choroidal plexus. Okay, so the choroidal plexus in the lateral wall, in the lateral ventricles, third ventricles, and the fourth ventricles. Okay, from here it's this is CSF is the forming. Okay, after that what happening? It's get absorbed into the dural venous sinus, right? So it's get absorbed in the dural venous sinus by arachnoid villi. Okay, so it is forming in the choroid plexus of the third lateral ventricle, third ventricle, and the fourth ventricle, and it get absorbed into the dural venous sinus by the arachnoid villi. This villi has only one wave wall mechanism. Okay, so in this what happening actually in this what happening, that is this CSF from here it can absorb. Okay, it can absorb into the blood, but it's not vice versa. Blood cannot go there. Okay, so this is forming here and getting absorbed here. You have to remember normal value. Okay, rate, normal rate is the 20 ml per hours. Okay, from this rates it can be 350 to 500 ml per day. Okay, examiner can ask this data. So the examiner will ask one thing, that is what is the normal value? What is the normal volume? Okay, so this is volume is the near 90 to 150 ml. Can you see? Yes, this is the normal value. This is the normal volume. So normal volume is the 90 to 150. But in daily it's secreted by this choroidal plexus is the formation rate is the 350 to 500 ml. Okay, so it's like 3 to 4 times more. Right? So what happening? It's getting absorbed in the dural venous sinus. And what this CSF is does? CSF is forming a fluid jacket around the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, if there is sudden jerk, okay, so it will get absorb that blow. Okay, the power or force of that blow. Okay, so it's protecting brain and the spinal cord from external injury. Okay, for any jerk. Okay, so this is the work of the CSF, right? So forming here, absorbing here, this is the normal things. Okay, now what we have to see in this condition, normal pressure. Okay, what is the normal pressure of this? So it's like a normal pressure is 50 to 150 milligram H2, not mercury. Okay, so this is normal pressure. Okay, and this is all things about CSF you have to remember. Okay, this all are okay. So now, and one thing is the very important thing that I want to tell you. I'm writing here one very important thing. Okay, so in which condition CSF pressures it will be increased. Okay, so in which conditions? First is the coughing. coughing, sneezing, blowing, and one more thing that is called straining on stool. Okay, so these are the certain conditions in this CSF with pressure of the CSF is increasing, and these are the we have in the treatment we have to avoid all these things, right? For the treatment, if one thing you tell me, if there is a CSF leakage, what we want? We want to decrease the pressure or increase. We have to decrease. If you will increase the pressures, okay, CSF pressures, so it will leakage will occur more. Okay, so there is more leakage, right? So we want to decrease. Okay, so for this we will avoid all these things in the treatment, right? So these are the things, and we should not patient should avoid high weight lifting. Okay, patient should not lift weight, okay, very high. So this all will cause this. And one is the nose blowing. Okay, so blowing, no. So this is the nose blowing. Okay, so these are the factors. Okay, so this is the CSF. Okay, so everything about the CSF we have learned. Okay, so now coming on the proper topics, that is the CSF rhinorrhea and the leakage of the CSF into the nasal cavity. Okay, these things you have to remember. If you are not going to read this, okay, you can't understand the treatment and everything. So in the treatment, I will give the anti or how to say, like cough suppressor. Okay, I will give cough suppressor. Okay, then you may have doubt. Okay, why I am giving cough suppressor? What is the relation between cough suppressor and this is CSF? I will give their stool softener. Okay, stool softener we will give. There we will tell to patient to avoid the sneezing and the blowing of the nose. Right. So these all are the treatment. Okay, so you have to know about this, and this is the normal traces. Right. So now I want to rush this part, and coming to the points. So leakage of the CSF into the nasal cavity, that is called CNS rhinorrhea. Now what can be the site? If there is if there is anterior cranial fossa, trauma in the anterior cranial fossa, trauma in the middle cranial fossa. Okay, so we are going to see in the trauma conditions. Trauma site can be from the anterior cranial fossa. Anterior cranial fossa. So can you tell me from anterior cranial fossa which sides? This is the what? Nose. So nose is here. So this is the anterior cranial fossa, right? So here is what? Tell me what is here? Frontal layer sinus. If this frontal layer sinus get damaged, if there is injury in the frontal sinus, okay, if there is any injury in this part, okay, here is what? Can you tell me here is what? Sphenoid. Okay, if there is any problem in this sphenoidal sinus, so it can be linked. Now tell me this. This is what? Cribriform plate of acromoid, no? Sorry, cribriform plate is there, right? So cribriform plate is also there. So this is the site. Now a site of the leakage. Okay, in the anterior cranial fossa, this is the site. Site for the middle cranial fossa. If there is a middle cranial fossa, okay, what happens if the temporal bone? See, here is the temporal bone. We are talking about the middle cranial fossa. So this temporal bone, okay, if there is temporal bone gap fractures, okay, so temporal bone fractures, am I right? So what will happen? The CSF will enter into the middle ear, right? So this will enter into the middle ear and it escapes through the eustachian tube, right? That is the auditory tube, okay? Through the eustachian tube or auditory tube, and it will come into the nose. Okay, so what is this? This is called, this all process is called what? Otto. This is called otorhinorrhea. Otorhinorrhea. If exam is asking what is the CSF rhinodia, that is the from direct cranial cavity, from direct cranial cavity. Okay, from direct cranial cavity into the nose. That is the CSF rhinodia. But otorhinuria. So first of all, it will go into the temporal bone fractures, middle ear, escape through the eustachian tube or auditory tube, and it come to know that is called otorhinuria. Okay, so if a middle cranial fossa is there, if it's get blocked, then these things will be happen. Okay, sphenoidal air sinus also you can see here. Here is what? Here is what? Here is one sinus that is called ethmoidal sinus, right? Ethmoidal is here. Ethmoidal air sinus. Okay, if it is get fractures, okay, so it will come in the anterior fossa. Okay, so now we are this I don't have the sphenoidal sinus. No, you just correct it and write here the ethmoid. We know the openings. Okay, you know the openings or like PM, I, out, 5 flights and the first part of the breathing. This all you know. But here is the sphenoidal sinus. So in the middle cranial fossa we can write a sphenoidal sinus. Any problem in the sphenoidal sinus? Okay, so these all are the trauma. Okay, so these all are the sites. Now, what is the MCQ? Okay, very important MCQ question is the what is the common site? What is the common site for the CSF leakage? What is the common site? Common site for the CSF leakage. And what is the spontaneous it occurs due to fistula only, no? So there is two type of fistula. One is the spontaneous fistula and one can be the due to the traumatic fistula. Okay, so common site for CSF leakage is the cribriform plate. Cribriform plate. Remember these things. Okay, please make a note. Cribriform plate. In the spontaneous, same answer. Cribriform plate. What is the common site for the traumatic? Okay, if there is trauma, what is the common site? That is the ethmoid phobia. Ethmoid phobia. Do you know what is the ethmoid phobia? Ethmoid phobia is it's just from the roof of the ethmoid. Okay, so if it is a traumatic, okay, it is a traumatic CSF rhinodia. So common site is the ethmoid phobia. Okay, this is the very important things. This is the very important things. Okay, site you have to remember. Okay, they can ask MCQ questions. So this all about this. Okay, now the site of leakage, etiology and physiology has been over. Now one very important thing is that is CSF rhinodia is the leakage of CSF from the nose. How you will differentiate leakage from the CSF leakage from the I will come through this nose, and one thing is the nasal secretion is also there, no? So how you will differentiate? Okay, this thing is very important. I want to rough this part. Okay, so if there is nasal secretion, okay, now if you having rhinitis, okay, it or common cold, okay, so what will happen? You having nasal secretion, right? So how you will differentiate whether it is nasal secretion or it is CSF which come through the nose? Okay, that thing we have to differentiate. So here I want to write that thing. CSF and nasal secretion. One thing you remember. Okay. First thing you have to remember in the CSF rhinodia, that is the leakage of CSF into the nasal cavity. One thing. Second thing, if it is CSF which comes from the nose, okay, you can't control. Okay, if it is nasal secretion, this is your nose, right? If there is a nasal secretion, right? Here is nasal secretion, and if it comes down, you can sniff back. That is the very important thing. In the nasal secretion, you can sniff back. Okay, sniff back. But in the case of CSF, you can't. You cannot sniff back. Sniff back. Okay, in the nasal secretion, you have good control on nasal secretions. Okay, so if you want, then you can remove it. Otherwise, if it's come down, you can sniff back. Okay, but in the CSF, you can't do this. Second thing, it is second thing is that it is watery and the clear. But this is the mucus and the clear, right? Because this is the mucus, that's why we are able to if sniff back. Okay, but it's watery. We don't have control. Okay. Second thing, it is sweet, right? Taste is sweet, but here is the salty. Here, glucose level more than 30 milligram per deciliter. If you are following the Dengra book, this is the answer. If you are following some other books, okay, in some books it's given 60 milligram per deciliter, okay. But here is the below the 10 milligram per deciliter. Okay, so now if it is more than 30 or more than 60, it doesn't matter. Okay, if there is less than 10 milligram per deciliter, it is nasal secretion. If there is more than 30, okay, it's what? It is the CSF. One more thing, beta 2 transferrin protein. Transferrin protein. It is always present. It always present in the case of CSF, but here it's absent. Okay, so these all are the very important things. Okay, and the patient will complain in the if it is CSF. Okay, when patient is bending like this, right? Bending like this, there is the nasal discharge, right? That is the CSF, and patient can't control. Patient can't sniff back. Okay, but in this case, patient can sniff back. So these all are the difference between CSF and the nasal secretion. You have to remember. Okay, in the serious rhinitis, you have to remember certain things only. One thing is this. Second thing, we can't sniff back. Okay, what can be the signs? Okay, these are the only certain things. So CSF and the nasal secretion has been over. Now I want to I would like to tell you these things only. Beta transferrin protein. Beta transferrin protein. Here beta 2 transferrin protein present only in one thing, CSF. Second thing, perilymph, and third thing is the aqueous humor, right? So this only these three things you should remember. Beta transferrin protein, if it is present in nasal secretion, right, which is that is CSF, then it is CSF rhinuria only. Okay, so these all are the difference. So I want to remove it. Okay, and now we have to go on the diagnosis. Okay, how we will diagnose this? So diagnosis is the very simple. That is like we have to ask to the patient. Okay, in the diagnosis we have to ask the history. Okay, so patient will tell when he is bending like this. Okay, there is the nasal discharge. Okay, that is not nasal discharge. Okay, that is actually what some watery material is coming from the nose. Okay, so patient will complain of this. Second thing, what patient will tell? Patient will tell when in the morning when he walk up. Okay, when he walk up. So see here in the if a patient is sleeping. Okay, here is patient is sleeping in the night time. Right? So what happening? Here is the nose and here is the sinus. Okay. So this sinus is like this only. No, if there is fixtures, this fluid will collect in the sinus. When it patient is want to get up, right, or walk up, right? So when patient is walk up, so it will elevate his head. So what will happen when it elevates like this? Okay, when it will come in this condition, there is a nasal secretions. Okay. So nasal discharge. Okay, so that is what CSF. And the second thing, these are how we have to do diagnosis. Okay, and one more thing, sir, that is why this fluid is coming when he is elevated his head, because there is a collection. There is the collection of this CSF in the sinus. It may be spinal layer sinus, okay, which is drained to the nose only. Okay, so it is correct. There is accumulation. Okay, collection, there is accumulation. Okay, and when he elevated his head, it will come down. Okay, Now, what we have to do for the biochemical test is, okay. So, biochemical examination. Biochemical examination, in this what we have to do, one thing is for the glucose level, it is more than 30 ml per deciliter, and second thing is the in the electrophoresis, okay, beta 2 transferrin protein, if it is present, this both show the confirmed diagnosis. Okay, confirmed diagnosis that it is the CSF rhinorrhea only. Okay, so the glucose level you have to remember, and the transferrin, this is in the electrophoresis. We have to do this for the electrophoresis. Okay, so this is the biochemical examination and how we have to make the diagnosis. And one more thing I like to tell you, that is the, I am writing here, okay, Holosign. Holosign, or in this what happening, you have to take the this CSF which come from the nose, okay, you have to take one tissue paper and collect that your CSF which come from the nose on the tissue. So what will happen, there is like this, center part is like this, and peripheral part is like this. Okay, so this is what? This is the blood. This is the blood, right? This is the blood, and this is what? Waters, right? Water type. So this is the blood. In the center part, there will be the blood. Okay, that is called Holosign. So this is how we have to make the diagnosis. Okay, in the investigations, that name of this Holosign is in the books. It's given like double target signs. Okay, so it is in the positive, right? Yeah. In the investigations, what we have to do for the investigations? In the investigations, we have to know the site of CSF leakage. That's why we are doing this investigations. Okay. In the treatment, it's only conservative methods are the enough. The most of patient is settled with conservative therapy. But now talking about the investigations. So in the investigations, here is the investigation, right? So investigation, what you will do? One is the CT scan, high resolution CT scan. Second thing is the MRI. Okay. Third thing is the, tell me the third thing. CT cysternography. It is very important things. Okay, and last one is that is called fluorescence study. Okay, we have to do fluorescence study, right? So in the CT scan, what happening? We have to take a CT scan, and that is called axial and coronal section. Axial and the coronal sections, right? And coronal section. In the axial section, what it's showing, if there is any fractures in the sphenoid or the if there is any fracture in the sphenoid sinus or the frontal air sinus, it will show. Okay. And in the MRI, what indicates the MRI? That is the one thing only. MRI want to do this. What we have to do MRI? It required CSF leakage is active. Yes, CSF leakage is active at the time of scan. Okay, then only this MRI will be effective. In the next thing is the CT cysternography, right? And the last thing is the intrathecal. I think it's intrathecal only. Intrathecal fluorescence study. This, okay. So this is intrathecal fluorescence study. What we have to do? 0.25 to 0.5 ml of and we have to this mixed with 10 percentage of this fluorescence, okay, and we have to inject it into the patient, and patient position of the patient, it should be like 10 degrees, okay. So 10 degree angle, head angle is the 10 degree, it should not be in the supine, so 10 degrees angle, okay. So this fluorescence dye is it appearing yellow color only, but when we are seeing with the filter backpass or in the endoscopy, it's like green color, okay. So green color it will be there, right? So these all are the etiology, these all are the investigations, okay. So now coming on the treatment, okay, what treatment we will give. So intrathecal, what I said, in the intrathecals, what I told you in the intrathecal is that 0.25 to 5 ml of the this fluorescence, and we have to add 10 ml of CSF, okay, and we have to do study in this, okay. And one thing is the cysternography. This all things we have to do. One thing now, I want to tell you the treatment. What can be the treatment? You tell me the treatment. Treatment is we have to give conservative treatment, conservative therapy. What is that conservative therapy? Conservative therapy, okay. So tell me the conservative therapy. In the conservative therapy, what we have to tell to patient? Bed rest is the good, right? Second is the head elevations. Second thing is the head elevation. And fourth thing, can you tell me? I will give the cough suppressor. Cough suppressor, okay. Second thing is I will give stool softener. Why we all giving this? Stool softener. Because we don't want to that patient is applying presses, okay. So in the cough, this cough suppressor and the stool softener, and avoiding nose blowing, okay. So avoiding this nose blowing and sneezing, okay. So these all things we are avoiding, and we have to do lumbar puncture. Okay, if we do this, what will happen? See here. Here is your brain, and here is your spinal cord. Okay, if I am doing lumbar puncture, so what I am doing here is the CSF, right? I am taking this CSF from here. So what will happen? Pressure of the CSF will reduce here, and here is high pressure, right? So this CSF will escape to the downside, okay, and it will come this side, okay. So here pressures will be down, okay. So these all are the conservative therapy. So we have to give this conservative therapy to the patient, and most of the patient are settled with this conservative therapy. If it is not, in the few patients only, we have to go through the surgical approach, okay. In the surgical approach, what we have to do? That is one, in the surgical approach, there is one thing that is called neurosurgical intracranial approach. Second is the extradural approach, and third is the transnasal endoscopic treatment. In the surgery, first thing is the surgery in the first thing that is called neurological intracranial approach. Second thing is the extradural. Approach, and third thing is that is called transnasal endoscopic approach. Okay, so transnasal nasal endoscopic plugging. We can tell plugging. Plugging. This is the plugging. Okay. Neurology. In this what happening? Trans nasal endoscopic plugging. In this what happening? See, we should not go in detail in this surgery, but we have to know some things. Here, for example, here is your bone. Okay, this is the skull. Here is your skull. Okay, and here it's leakage. Here is the dura mater. Here will be the dura mater. Here is the arachnoid and the pia mater. Am I right? And here is your brain. Okay, here is your brain. What happening? If it is CSF is leaking, leakage from here. If leakage is occurring from the here, am I right? Leakage is occurring from here. So what will happen? We have to put one graph. Okay, we have to put one graph. Here is the dura mater. This is called dura mater, and this is the bone. So we have to put one graph here. Here we have to put one graph. Here, this is the graph. And followed by mucosa. Here is the mucosa. Here is the mucosa, right? Mucosa. After that, it's followed by that is called surgical. And after this, that there is gel form, right? So this what this doing? These are providing strength to this area. Okay, so CSF cannot be leaked. And here is the pack. Here is the pack. So what is this? This is the high antibiotics smeared nasal pack, right? So what will happen now in this condition? In this transnasal endoscopic plugging, what we have done? We put graft here, okay. But in the certain case, if this leakage more than 2 centimeter, if it is more than 2 centimeter, okay, we can use cartilage. Examiner will ask from where you will take the cartilage. That is the nasal cartilage, okay. So it can be the nasal cartilage. And second thing is, if it is nasal cartilage, okay. Second thing is auricular concha, right? So auricular concha, we have seen in the external ear that concha is formed by the yellow cartilage. Okay, so this cartilage we can get, we can take it. In some case, we can take fat also from here, from the thigh and in the abdomen, right? So this is the how we have to do. Okay, so this is the treatment of the CSF right here, right? So in the what is the exact treatment? That is the we have to give this conservative therapy, and if in the few patients only we have to go through the the surgical approaches. Okay, so I hope everything I have covered, and that sign and everything I have covered, I think. So let me think one more. So okay, everything I have covered. Okay, so thank you.